Wherever we want to go, our feet will take us there. I want to welcome you to this evening's live. I hope you are getting me. I'm in a public place this evening. I was in the middle of some assignment, but the time has come, and I feel we still need to go and have our discussion, regardless of where I am right now. I'm in a public place. I hope the noise, the feedback, I hope it's not too much, and I hope you can get me. I hope you can get me loud and clear, because we need to have this discussion as a matter of interest. I want to welcome you, and I want to thank you for your finding time. It's very important for this country that we have the much awaited for debt restructuring. Debt restructuring simply means, in a layman's language, rearranging the debt to terms that are favorable, so that when we need to pay, we should have made conditions much more easy for us to pay. So now today we received a landmark announcement from the Republican president, who was saying it is done and dusted. We have finally made debt restructuring, and I want to put it categorical. Because sometimes kumankala kuzichita misunderstand. Some people think when we come and talk about such matters, it's because we hate the government, or we are jealous, or there is a lot of background noise. I hope it's not interfering. So if you are getting me loud and clear, may you just indicate there to let me know. If you are getting me loud and clear, let me know, because there's wherever I want to go, we are having a lot of internet connections. I've put a backup. I hope you are getting me now. Okay, we are back. Thank you for staying around. I was saying, I want to make it categorical and very clear that we are coming to talk about this issue of a lot of importance from the place of love. We all love this country, Zambia. And some of us, our job as opposition political parties is to make sure that we are checking the government, that the government is held accountable, that the government communicates information that is honest, that is truth. Because for us to run as a country, we need to have integrity, we need to have tangible information. And it has become a serious matter of concern, because for many times we have received information from the government which is not true. After some time, we have received some information, and unfortunately, it has turned out not to be true. So whenever we hear the government, the UPND government, make an announcement, make a proclamation, we become very interested, and we go to fact check. We want to find out, is what the government saying true or not? We know right now, by UPND are under pressure. They would want to score some success here and there, which is quite good, because they have been put in that position where they need to work very hard. But again, even in their pursuit, as they want to score, we want to make sure that this government is doing the correct thing. You know, sometimes when a person is under pressure, sometimes these people tend to tell lies. And unfortunately, with all due respect, with all due utmost respect, I respect Bakande Chidema, I respect him a lot. But again, as an opposition political party, I have a duty to say the truth without fear or favor. One weakness that our president has is that he is capable of saying something even when he knows it is not true. That capability, he has proved it over time. He can say things, and unfortunately, it is not good for our country, because the president is the citizen number one. And as a citizen number one, whether you like Bakande or you don't like him, he represents you. He represents all of us as Zambians. So every time he's talking on our behalf. So when they talk about these things, we should make serious interest. And even me, when one day you Zambians, if you allow me to be president, I expect you people who are watching to also watch me. So now let's go to the detail, the matter at hand. What has happened? Have we restructured debt? Have we restructured debt? That's the most important question we should ask. Have we restructured debt? Today, the president posted, you're saying, done and dusted, we have restructured debt. But is that statement true? He even went ahead to say 3.5 billion Eurobond restructured. Is that true? What has really happened? What is supposed to happen? So we went first when we heard this. Somebody said Mizingamelu has posted, it's done. No, Mizingamelu heard from the president. Mizingamelu is posting because she heard from the president. And a lot of media houses are also posting because they heard from the president. Now let me go to the real matter. Has the debt been restructured? Unfortunately, the truth of the matter is no. The debt has not been restructured. It's not because we hate Bakainde. We don't hate him. If anything, we love him, some of us, because we tell him the truth. It has not been restructured. Now, somebody would ask a question. Then what has happened? Because the president can't just rise and start talking. I'm going to show you what has happened today that unfortunately is being passed off as if it is debt restructuring. There is a committee that is known as OCC. There's a group. The internet, we lost it for a while, and I have just now to be moving. Now I have to walk and make sure our internet is not disturbed. So this is what I'm saying. Has the debt been restructured? The truth of the matter is no. Our debt has not been restructured. But I don't know why the president is even trading in this path, because even he knows our debt has been restructured. But I can't say nothing has happened. There's something which has happened, and I want to tell you what it is. First and foremost, let's be clear. What has happened is not debt restructuring. There is, when we borrowed the money, when we borrowed the Eurobond, I want us to put it in good context. When we borrowed the Eurobond, there is a committee that was being formed under the G20 framework. There's a group of people. There's an organization that has been formed that represents those people that have lent us the money. There's a group of people and a committee which has been formed that represents those people who have given us the money, that borrowed us the money. That group is known as OCC. OCC means Official Creditor Committee. Official Creditor Committee. This Official Creditor Committee is the one that discusses with our government. It's not that the government goes direct to talk to those people that have given us Eurobond. No. There's a committee known as OCC, Official Creditor Committee. So this Official Creditor Committee is the one that has communicated to President Hakainde Hichilema. What this creditor committee has communicated is that it is willing to discuss. Now, before we go far, what is comprised of this Official Creditor Committee? I want you to know that Zambia, right now as we talk, we have got 12 billion US dollars as by 2020. The credit that the PF left and behind was 12 billion US dollars. 12 billion US dollars. Now, you need to know that part of this money is not part of this OCC. Unfortunately, this group of OCC that has communicated with President Hakainde Hichilema today, they have not even said we have restructured the debt. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes, I don't know why we mislead our people. Maybe we pride on people's lack of information. What this creditor committee represents, it stands for 30%. To be precise, 33% of the people that have lent us the Eurobond. 33%. 33%, that's 1/3. Meaning that there are 3 creditors who have lent us the money. Ngati kuli batatu wamene wanatipasa drama. Umozi ndiye wamenewo akamba uyu azasebenza naise. Now you can't let the agreement or even the indication of intention of one person out of 3 and you go and start saying it is done and dusted. That is not true. That is a lie, because the OCC committee represents 33% of the creditors What about the 67%? The 67% have not been discussed with. And even this same OCC, if you read the document, I've got the official document here that is opened on my laptop here. Let me read it to you, Zambians, so that you know what is really happening. It is opening. What has this committee said? Let me open to it. The document, of course, has come. Why the document? The document is very okay. It has opened. It's a document RN number 19261, Zambia Republic of Zambia, Ministry of Health. It was released today. This document, I can pass through it, but I will go to the bottom and tell you what exactly President Hakainde Hichilema has been told. That unfortunately, he has quoted out of context. And told the people celebrate. I don't know why he's got this anger, this hunger to celebrate. Last time he told Zambians celebrate, they waited for him at the airport. People were lining themselves in the road to celebrate a debt restructuring. That wasn't. Unfortunately, even this one isn't. Let me read the document and let me show you what the document says. The last paragraph of the document says, the government and steering committee intend to use their best efforts to finalize documentation for the exchange and or consent promptly. The restructuring will be implemented through an exchange offer and or consent solicitation. Implementation of restructuring remains subject to agreement between the government and the steering committee on the definitive legal documentation for the new bonds and exchange offer and consent solicitation. Let me go back again and read these documents. The restructuring will be implemented. It's not saying the restructuring has been implemented. That's why I'm saying I don't know why he misleads people. Even the official document released today, it's not saying we have restructured. No. It is saying the restructuring will be implemented through an exchange offer and or consent solicitation. Implementation of restructuring remains subject to agreement. Anyway, some of us are lawyers. When somebody tells you that this agreement remains subject to, what does that mean? Subject to. It means it is a conditional clause. So the document, our quoted document, go and check the final paragraph. It says the restructuring will be implemented through an exchange offer or consent solicitation. Implementation of restructuring remains subject to agreement between government and the steering committee on the definitive legal documentation for the new bonds and exchange offer and or consent solicitation. So there is a committee, a small committee, that is representing only 30%. It is the one that has said, okay, we are going to talk now. We are going to talk. Right now, as I'm talking, President Hakainde Hichilema or the UPND government has not signed a single document, not even one document. Now, it is bad when you have not even signed a single document. You stand on top of the roof and you start now telling the country that debt restructuring is done and dusted. Kasonde Mwende. How many times is President going to tell the country that this debt has been done and dusted? Because I can assure you Zambians, again, President Hakainde Hichilema will announce a successful debt restructuring. You will see again he will. Today he said it's done and dusted. You know, we are concerned because we are being put under pressure. Under pressure, we need to start soliciting for information. So we had to look for the actual document. And the actual document does not say done and dusted. A deal has been done. No. It simply says that they will engage our government and the restructuring process remains subject. Can't you see? Can you see, Zambia? Can you see? Are you able to see? Anyway, I'll put this document right there for you to. You are right, but the question is what will be the exchange? Yes. So in short, so this is what we wanted to correct the narrative right now. we need to correct this narrative quickly. If bitterness was a person, no, we are not bitter. We don't just believe in lies. We don't believe in lies. You know, governing a country, President Kasonde Mwende, at a time like this one, needs all of us to help him. We need to work with him. But the problem is, how do you work with a person who's telling you lies? How do you help him when he can't even say the truth? Because I've seen now, everybody's now even clapping. Bamizingameru should not even be commenting on this issue. She's a corporate person. Please, Bamizingameru, don't drag yourself in politics. Some of us respect you so well. Please keep your integrity. We have seen newspaper outlets that have gone rampage, celebrate. No, right now, when the debt restructuring happens, trust me, we will be among the first to celebrate with you. Right now, it has not happened. The document says implementation of the restructuring remains subject to agreement between the government and the steering committee on the definitive legal documentation. There is no single agreement. There is no single document that has been signed. Our community house right now, Tabasai Nepo end document. But for him to go out there, misleading the masses, telling people we have done debt restructuring, he's even marking, even puts on his page. You know, this is not good. I don't know why this spirit is just getting entrenched in our leader. Bahakainde, just work hard. Your work will speak for you. Just work hard, my big brother. Work hard. Us, we will not even be able to speak. Work hard. Deliver. I saw today you are even saying debt restructuring done. KCM done. Bahakainde, have you done KCM? You know, sometimes people say, no, by opposition, there is no opposition. It's to tell you the truth, it's very difficult to be opposition against President Kasonde Mwende. It's very difficult because you can find that you are busy talking about something just to come and realize that actually he just misled you. That thing you're talking about doesn't even exist. It's neither here nor there. So right now, I've seen even my friends have even fallen for it, saying, no, now that debt restructuring has done it, there is no debt restructuring that has been done today. There is no debt restructuring. We have the official document. It is document 19261. RNS number. It does not say done and dusted. No. It says now we can go into detail. So we are worried we can't be leading a country through propaganda. Every time a story, no, mingalato. President Kasonde Mwende, you can still lead this country by just being truthful. Integrity is very, very important for a leader. And when I become president for Zambia, I can assure you something. Zambians, I'm pledging, I'll be telling you information. I'll be equipping you with information because information is power. If you citizens of this great republic, how can you develop? Let me give you an example. I don't know. Do you know that in 2022, the UPND government, Kasonde Mwende, was actually told that we are going to have a drought? No, we can't blame a drought is from God. No. There is technology nowadays. There is technology. And there are no winds that are known as El Nino. El Nino was detected as early as 2021. It was communicated to our government that there is going to be a drought in 2023, 2024. We were told. If you ask me, Kasonde, did you grow maize? I'll tell you the truth. I did not grow maize. Because we had information. We even took the information to the government. We told the government, there's not going to be rain in this section of the country. But what did the government do? It even got information from DMMU, Disaster Management Unit. They got the information. If you check the file for the president, there is a letter indicating, showing him that there's not going to be rain. But because he had already had deals, fertilizer deals, they needed to sell fertilizer and make money. But Kwatamama shares, companies are fertilizer. What did they do? They told Zambians, no, endani mulime oronduwe teacher, endani kulima na nobo teacher nishta akulime ikalimen, and they supplied fertilizer to this government. Even the eyes can tell that someone is bitter. Okay, yeah. So we were told that there's going to be an El Nino. But we have a government that prioritizes our business yabo. Let me tell you the truth. What is happening at State House right now? Abantu nga bafika pa State House. Bali busy. Now the question is, busy doing what? For the first time, we have a president who is a businessman. During the old days, during Kaunda days, Kaunda actually used to stop public servants from doing business because of conflict of interest. But now we have a president who is main priority right now is business. When you go to State House, project team. We have got friends who are there. They are telling us, when you go to State House, we are all busy working on President Hakainde Hichilema's project. You know, I'm working on Lobito Corridor project. Uyu is attached to this. Uyu is, but what about the government work? Who is doing government work? The country is struggling right now because we are technically on autopilot. The government that's supposed to be working for people is not working for people. They are busy doing their dues. Each one is cutting their dues. They are cutting their dues. Each one is looking for supplies. They are overwhelmed. They are overwhelmed doing their own businesses at the expense of the country. Let me give you this example. Right now on this phone, I have letters. There is an initiative. Kulikoka group kamo ati Hakainde Hichilema initiative. Kulikoka bumbati Hakainde Hichilema initiative. This group has solicited money. And the people who are complaining are people from the Ministry of Agriculture. Because this group, known as Hakainde Hichilema Initiative, it has now hijacked the projects for the government. It has also hijacked the funding for the government. So those works that the government was supposed to do under the Ministry of Agriculture, and the project I'm talking about here is a project for irrigation. This project for irrigation, anyone who's living near the streams, near a river, is supposed to be growing winter maize. But this group, which is not a government institution, is receiving money that is supposed to come to government. Money is being diverted. Instead of coming to government, it is going to this organization, Hakainde Hichilema organization. And this organization now, it is not audited. We don't even know how it is going to use this money. We don't know. And the government is complaining because now there's no one to look for money for the government. Ministry of Agriculture is dying. There is no money. And yet this group, which unfortunately they are soliciting money when they go abroad, instead of them fronting Ministry of Agriculture, they are fronting their organizations. They are fronting their organizations. And that way they are depleting, they are constricting government. No, kuliben drama, government kuliben drama, chifuka, bafaka pasogoro, makampani yabo, organization yabo, ndiya minatenga drama zamenze ndo funiko bwera buno muziko, kuti tanzibe bantu, zienda makampani yabo. So in many areas, this is happening, and it is concerning us. We have the letters. I have the letters right now here. Me, I'm not even a liar. I can't even run out of Zambia. I will be here in Zambia. I'll be telling you face to face because I only say the truth. As economic freedom fighters, we only say the truth. So we wanted to quickly come to us Zambians and update you on this very important matter. So if there are any questions, I wanted to assure you that we want to challenge President Hakainde Hichilema to release even just one document where he has signed saying the restructuring has been done. The truth of the matter is restructuring has not been done. Yes, it will be done someday, but it requires hard work, not my stories, not to shimi, not to boza, because the official document that we have here is showing that is not yet consulted. And two, the official document, in conclusion, we have a lot of documents, Zambia. I'm going to show you even what is going to happen, even to the amortization. It is a disaster. It is a disaster. The amount of money we're going to pay, it is our network is getting intercepted. So at this particular moment, I would ask for those who have got questions to ask. The number is 0966 23 76 12. 0966 23 76 12. You can either do a direct call or you can do a WhatsApp call. Otherwise, the lines are open. The lines are open. Before I go, the lines are open. 0966 23 76 12. I hope they have not blocked my number, because last time I had a discussion like this one. No one would reach my number. They blocked this number. So I hope they haven't blocked the number again. I hope they haven't blocked the number. So in finality, okay, we have a caller now. Hello? Good evening, sir. You are through to the program. Okay, we are getting a lot of internet disruptions. I'm seeing a lot of phone calls coming.
I don't know, where is this money going to come from? Because now more money will be going out of the treasury. From the document I read from those bond order committee, the document I've received is that Zambia will pay close to $300 million.
Yes.
Okay. Because we haven't been paying. Now, when that's only for the bondholders. What more when we add the amount for the official creditors? So which means we'll be close to $400 million. And as you know, we have a drought. So where will the money for the social services come from? I think we are now in more trouble because we have started paying that debt. So I think there is a need for truth from our leaders to tell the people exactly what this means, instead of exciting the people when there are tough times ahead. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Thank you so very much. We appreciate it. Okay. I should thank you so much for I will have to call it a night. We thank you so much. Wherever we want to go, our feet will take us there. It's important that we meet. Just want to reiterate the words that we have a long journey ahead and we need to keep talking. We love Zambia and we should do the best that we can for Zambia. Wherever we want to go, our feet will take us there. Thank you.